The glass of champagne slipped from my hand and shattered across the marble floor of the Houston Charity Gala the moment the video hit the giant screen. My wife kissing my former best friend in a Las Vegas hotel corridor. Gasps ripped through the crowd. Someone actually screamed my name like I was the one on trial. I stood there frozen in a room full of Atlanta's elite, Houston investors, and social media influencers recording everything in real time. My wife, standing 3 feet away in a red dress I once picked for her, went pale as death when the footage zoomed in, her hand tangled in his collar, her laugh unmistakable, the same laugh she used when she thought no one was watching. And then it happened. The DJ accidentally played a second audio track layered under the video, a song she used to cry to every single time it came on. That's when she broke. Right there in front of everyone, she started shaking, whispering, "Turn it off," like the music itself was dragging something buried in her past to the surface. But what no one understood was why that song made her collapse, and why she refused to ever explain it to me. And as I stared at her unraveling in front of hundreds of witnesses, I realized the truth was still not fully exposed, not even close. If you love a good twist, hit that subscribe button. Tell us your location and if it's day or night there. Dark stories feel different in the dark. I didn't move when she started crying. I didn't comfort her. I just watched. Because in that moment, something inside me went cold enough to freeze an entire room. The music kept looping, soft piano, haunting notes. That same song she once played in our kitchen in Atlanta, crying silently while pretending she had no idea why it made her emotional. I believed her then. I was stupid enough to believe her for years. But now, in front of Houston's entire upper circle, she collapsed onto her knees. "Turn it off," she screamed. "Please, turn it off." The DJ panicked, but I raised my hand. "No," I said quietly. The room went silent. Everyone was watching. And for the first time, she looked at me like she actually feared me. 3 months earlier, I had started noticing cracks. She'd fly to Las Vegas for marketing conferences, tied to her job in Atlanta. She'd come back with new perfume, new clothes, new stories that didn't align with flight logs I never should have checked. Then came the call. A hotel receptionist in Vegas mistook me for someone else and said, "Your wife and Mr. Dalton checked out late again." Dalton. My ex-best friend. The man I once trusted enough to be my business partner. That was the moment suspicion turned into something heavier, something surgical. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I built a quiet trap. Every lie she told, I archived. Every flight, every transaction, every deleted message recovered through old synced devices. I smiled at her at dinner while my laptop rendered a version of her life she thought was invisible. And tonight was the execution. Back at the gala, she crawled toward me through broken glass and shame. "It's not what you think," she whispered. I laughed. Not loud. Just enough for her to hear. "That's what you always said," I replied. Her tears hit the floor faster now. "You don't understand. He helped me when you were too busy with your company." There it was. The excuse. The justification she must have rehearsed in Las Vegas hotel rooms while I was signing contracts in Houston and flying between meetings in Atlanta. But she didn't know what I knew. Dalton hadn't helped her. He had been using her to access my business accounts. And she had let him. I nodded slowly, like I was absorbing her confession. "You cried to that song every time you slept with him, didn't you?" I asked softly. Her face collapsed. The room erupted in whispers. She shook her head violently. "No, no." But I already knew. That song wasn't just music. It was her trigger. Her guilt loop. I found it in a voice memo she accidentally uploaded to Cloud Backup, a recording of her crying after one of their meetings in Las Vegas. The song playing in the background. Dalton telling her it would all be worth it. I played that recording now. Through the gala speakers. Her scream was instant. "No, stop it, please." People backed away from her like she was contagious. Phones were everywhere. Live streams multiplying by the second. My career colleagues from Houston staring at a scandal they would never forget. Dalton tried to leave through the side exit. I pointed. Security moved before he could take 2 steps. "You think you can destroy my life and just walk away?" I said calmly. He didn't answer. He couldn't. Because his own wife, yes, I had called her too, was already watching the stream from Las Vegas. And she had just landed in Houston. The final piece was already in motion. My wife looked up at me, mascara running, voice breaking apart. "I loved you once," she said weakly. I crouched down so only she could hear me. "No," I said. "You loved what I provided. Status. Safety. A mask." Her breathing hitched. "And now," she whispered. I stood up slowly. "Now you get reality." The security team dragged Dalton into the center of the hall as the crowd parted like water. His phone buzzed non-stop, leaks already spreading, messages exploding, investors pulling out in real time. I turned to the crowd. "Ladies and gentlemen," I said, voice steady, "you are witnessing what happens when trust is treated like currency." No one spoke. Not a single sound. The room went silent. My wife tried to crawl toward me one last time, but stopped when she saw my expression. Not anger. Not sadness. Completion. Her empire, built on lies, luxury, and borrowed love, was collapsing in real time. Within minutes, social media had it labeled, the Houston Gala Scandal. By midnight, her company in Atlanta suspended her. By morning, Dalton was fired and sued into silence. And by the time the sun rose over Houston, she was gone from the hotel room, leaving behind only the sound of that cursed song still echoing in my head. I didn't chase her. I didn't need to. Because I wasn't the man she thought I was anymore. I was the consequence she never saw coming. And somewhere between Atlanta ambition, Houston revenge, and Las Vegas lies, she finally understood what that song really meant. It wasn't love. It was guilt remembering itself. And I was the one who finally pressed play. The end.